Dark After Dark.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie, and the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry, more or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And the Suns have gone.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rocket. And tonight we got a couple of teams, both of them terrific from long range. And Doris, that's become such an emphasis in today's game. Would you agree with that?
I don't think there's any question. There's been a real devaluing of the mid-range or in-between game in the NBA. Most offenses seem to be driven toward shots at the rim or shots behind the three-point arc, and that's driven very much by what I would call this analytics generation. New owners who come from business, very numbers-driven, and listen, you know, depending on which organization you belong to, the emphasis on that situation is contingent on what the philosophy is. But there's no question that quality threes are important for most offenses in the league. Greg Popovich has said it. You simply can't win without shooting a high percentage from three.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe teams up with Booker in the backcourt. TJ Warren out there with Chris, and it's Len in at the 5. Booker outside. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Inside, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Fires it up. Again, the miss by Booker.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
Harden against Bledsoe. Anderson dishes to Capella. Kicks it out to Ariza. Out to the right wing. Here's Beverly. A three-pointer, no good. Suns have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Well, fantastic rhythm on the catch and shoot. A lot of times that comes from Booker's terrific body control.
Capella, the pass to Harden. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Maybe he's in for one of those days when he just torments whoever's checking him. We know what he's capable of.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Harden against Bledsoe. Passes it to Chris. On the wing, Booker. From beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Booker.
You know, he's had a tough quarter shooting the ball, but one thing you have to give him, he's fighting out there.
Ariza, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. These Phoenix fans are accustomed to winning basketball. The Suns with one of the top 5 historic win percentages in NBA history.
Yeah, Kevin, fans can get spoiled just like anyone. They have high expectations, and I think the Suns embrace that. Nobody is in this business to lose. They're gunning to get back into the thick of things.
Ariza hits them both. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Len dishes to Booker, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len.
Just keep things simple. No reason to rush things there.
Here is Harden. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Suns still looking like they're getting going here. 8-point game coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the experience, and it's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
Anderson kicks to Harden. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Harden's got 5 now.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bledsoe with 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Here's Beverly, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Doris, we're at the point of the year now where nicks and cuts and bruises, they all begin to accumulate. Depth is such an important thing for teams, isn't it?
I think it's hard to win in the NBA without some measure of depth. You think over 82 games, inevitably somebody's going to be nicked up to the point where playing effectively is going to be a problem. I don't think, Kevin, in this day and age, and Golden State's a perfect example how crucial depth is to winning.
And for a coaching staff to sell the fact that, hey, your chance is right around the corner.
Get out of the way!
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets leading by 9. Harden kicks to Ariza. Harden outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Ejected by Len. Bledsoe against Harden. Bledsoe outside. Just 5 on the clock. Booker with no one around. The wing jumper off target.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Ariza no luck. Suns trail by 9. Tries it from the top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me. And this high-powered offense has been on display. They're having their way at that end of the court.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Here's Len. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Anderson wide open. They grab their own miss. Capella kicks to Anderson. A 3-pointer is right on target. Anderson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Bledsoe outside. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight. Houston leading by 11. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Earl Watson.
Kevin, he said that all 5 guys need to stay alert defensively at all times. They're playing a team where everybody can finish and everyone can throw it down. He said if you snooze for 1 second, those guys will run a back door and alley-oop on us. We have to be on our defensive game.
Thank you, David.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Harden. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the Suns call time.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Well, tighten up and toughen up in the lane. Establish better position, maybe even take some charges.
Suns trail by 15. Bledsoe outside. Booker outside. Here's Chris. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 5 to shoot. Here's Bledsoe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I think one thing that jumps out at you with Eric Bledsoe is just how fearless he is. He goes right at players who have a huge size advantage, doesn't settle for jumpers even when he can, and we just repeatedly press and prod the defense.
And the first one drops. Doris with Bledsoe, you've seen him in the paint, stepping through big men, taking the contact, and he still finishes the play.
Yeah, and I think that mentality goes through Bledsoe's overall game as well. You know, he jumps passing lanes, goes for the risky play, because he doesn't know any other way to play. Very few players that can do as much damage as Bledsoe can at his size.
Rockets leading by 13 and stolen by Knight. An even 3-on-3 break. And the Suns miss again. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Reza passes to Harrell. Here's Capella. Rebounded by Dudley.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Gordon against Bledsoe. Back to Tucker from outside the arc. Rockets with the rebound.
Boy, very surprising he clanked that one. Everybody in the building thought that was down.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Capella, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Phoenix. Houston shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Want to survey in the NBA, Doris. Who would you say right now are the best at attacking the basket?
Well, I think obviously James Harden is a guy who comes immediately to mind. Somebody who can average 10 free throws a game over the course of a long NBA season. His ability to bait the defender into drawing that kind of contact. You wouldn't say that guy's electrifying in terms of his athleticism and dunking, but in terms of being that offensive player. And to me, the best offensive players are the ones who can get to the free throw line. Because on a night you don't have it going, guess what? Get myself to the free throw line.
Start to manufacture some things. Sometimes, though, they get that bad label of being selfish because they take it in what seem incredible odds as they take it in the lane, all kinds of defense in their way.
Yeah, and I don't like the term selfish, and you're right. That's what the narrative is out there, Kevin. But the reality is in the NBA, as you know, sometimes you need a guy who can string together 3 solid minutes of scoring, and that's what makes it fun for us. You know, James Harden, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, those guys who can really get rolling offensively. So fun.
And they like contact. Guys like that are fearless, and sometimes that does not become a big part of an analysis of what they do. But they've got to go in there with guts.
Guts?
Huh?
I want you to think about this. How would you like to have been the size of Allen Iverson?
Right, great example, yeah.
And drive in there.
Fearless, right?
So tough.
Fearless and tough to guard. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Suns.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
The Rockets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Suns trail by 18. Tucker dishes to Dudley. Here's Knight. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
We're talking about one of the more dangerous long-range shooters in the game. Knight knows he's got talent and not afraid to show it.
Here's McDaniels. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
You know, that's just great teamwork. Sharp assist, nice shot. Boy, love it when it comes together.
Pass to Brewer. Houston moving it around. Here's Nene. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Now Barbosa, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The three from Dudley. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Dudley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Back to Brewer. Out to the right wing. McDaniels kicks to Brewer. Now here's Harrell. He's guarded by Dudley. Chandler with the block.
Now, this is a guy who's always been able to get off the floor quickly, and Chandler gets all of that shot attempt right there.
Houston leading by 13. Here's Brewer. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Knight passes to Chandler. Dishes it to Dudley. Knight for three. Again, the miss by Knight. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McDaniels dishes to Nene. And that one is stuffed right through.
Already seizing control of this game.
Two teams in very different modes right now. One playing with energy and passion at both ends, and the other wishing for a reset button on this game.
And here's Dudley for three. They get it back. Chandler lays it up and banks it in. Chandler's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, there's the king of the putbacks, right? Chandler devastating on the offensive glass.
Gordon kicks to Brewer. Feeds it to Nene. Stolen by Dudley. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Barbosa with the ball, and Tucker has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Rockets leading by 15. Stolen by Dudley. Knight for three. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that one falls for Brewer. Bender, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Brewer hits them both.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Knight kicks to Barbosa. Back to Knight. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that's good. Leandro Barbosa for three. Barbosa's got 5 points so far.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
McDaniels kicks to Brewer. Here's Nene. Nice D from Chandler.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Basket good. He has 7.
And you got to love the unselfish play of Bender. When he sees a teammate wide open, he does not hesitate at all to whip the ball over to him.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. He kicks to Nene. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Boy, that's a bit of a mental lapse, an embarrassing error to give up a possession.
Knight. Unable to get that one. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Eric Bledsoe off the charts.
The main one is making the playoffs. You know,
Raw but ultra talented when he entered the league. Bledsoe now seems ready to take on that full responsibility, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he played in the shadow of John Wall in college, you know, Chris Paul with the Clippers, but now Bledsoe has a chance to cast his own shadow.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
You know, clearly a point of emphasis for them to attack the rim. They're not settling for perimeter shots.
On the court for the Suns, Height and Booker pairing up at the 1 and the 2. Bender out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Chandler in at the center, locking down the middle. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 11 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And the dunking skills of Bender are very impressive. He makes it look relatively simple when he's near the hoop.
Kicks it to Beverly. And it's Ariza in the corner. Beverly, the pass to Ariza. Back to Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Harden gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 9 points in the game so far.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Oh, no doubt. They've struggled to defend with any kind of effectiveness. And that's why they're so far off the pace.
There's the dish to Booker. And not sure what he was thinking there.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Ariza. That's 3-pointers off the mark. Suns trail by 11. And here's Booker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates. And Bender really using that 9'3" standing reach to block these shots. Just a towering presence.
And they'll keep possession. A nice shot by Booker. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the left side wing. And Anderson kicks to Capella. Chandler with the steal. For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first.
Oh!
Wow.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Phoenix calls timeout. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players, just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked, and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know. That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
5 to shoot. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Suns trail by 11. Bledsoe dishes to Bender. Booker the pass to Bledsoe. Out left to the wing. The pass to Bender. Takes the 3. Here's Len. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And Phoenix also making a switch. Chris is checked in. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Back to Harden. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Well, you watch Earl Watson coaching the Suns team. It's easy to see why they wanted him. He seems to connect really easily with these guys. Great motivator. Will always have this group fighting from start to finish.
He gets that one.
Boy, nice approach, working it in low that time. Caused some problems for the defense, keeping them off balance enough just to get the bucket.
Gordon kicks to Capella, to the paint. Here's Ariza. Takes it off the glass. Ariza's got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Booker dishes to Bledsoe. Teardrop shot, and Capella sends it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Anderson's shot is off.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Yep, it counts.
You know, for a shoot-first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
Rockets leading by 10. Anderson outside. Gordon the pass to Capella. They double him with Booker. Fires from the line, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's the floater. He lays it in.
Boy, got a little fancy with that one. Laid in the floater and got the crowd buzzing.
It's Ariza on the wing. To the inside. Stolen by Len. That's tipped and stolen by Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 8 points for Trevor Ariza.
Oh, strong move to the hole. Really used his height and reach to just drop it in over the smaller man.
Here's Bledsoe. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
This guy is just so physical for a point guard. Bledsoe loves to challenge the defense in close.
Harden kicks to Anderson. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. 10 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Booker in the corner. Not really his range, and it's off target. Rockets leading by 13. Right side, Gordon. It's tipped. Stolen by Bledsoe. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. Ariza dishes to Capella. Now here's Harden. He's got 12. That's good from Ariza on the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, there's no question about why they're up. His accuracy has been phenomenal tonight.
Bledsoe passes to Chris. The feed to Len. Here's Tucker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
It's about awareness and an ability to get out on the shot and disrupt without fouling. Beautiful.
To the inside, poked away. A three from Anderson. Chris with the rebound. Suns trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
From past the arc. Tucker can't get it to go.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Ill-advised shot there.
You know, I really expected him to swing that one back around.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Plan a screen. There's the screen. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Good D by Ariza.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Some changes for Phoenix. Dudley comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Barbosa in for Devin Booker. 'Cause 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 ' Beverly dishes to Barbosa. Bledsoe against Harden. Bledsoe passes to Barbosa. Bledsoe kicks to Len. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, people are always talking about his scoring, but Bledsoe, very good vision as well, finding the open man there.
Back to Anderson. Passes it to Bledsoe. Barbosa with it. 7 points in the game. It's tipped. Here's Gordon. Down low. Here's Anderson. On the wing, Harden. Gordon for three. Rebound by the Suns. Land's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bledsoe dishes to Barbosa. Back to Bledsoe. He feeds it to Barbosa. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Len. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
In the corner, it's Gordon to the middle. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's foul number 2 for him.
Big call there. That's his 2nd foul with a lot of time left in the half. He may be taking a seat.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's McDaniels. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Brewer. Gordon's got his 2nd basket of the game. 1:57 left in the first half of the game. Now here's Knight. Defense is right there. Over in the corner, Bender misses the 3. Houston leading by 15. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Part of the cycle of the game, young guys coming in, older guys on their way out. Doris, what do you think it takes for a young player looking to establish themselves against seasoned veterans?
Yeah, I think coachability first and foremost. Listen to the players who are around you. Listen to the coaching you're getting. You have to accept coaching. Establish your work habits early, and I mean that in between the lines and off. Are you taking care of yourself physically? Are you eating properly? Are you resting? There's so much that goes into the success of an NBA player.
And a lot of ways for teams to help in that regard. A lot of guidance in all those areas.
Well, you're talking about guys who are now being drafted sometimes, Kevin, at 19, 20 years of age. As you know, you're not quite legal in the eyes of the law, so you have to have good people around setting a great example and making sure they're doing all the things necessary.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this is what Chandler's known for, right? Gets so many of his points on putbacks.
Pass to McDaniels. Over to the wing. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. The Rockets with another miss. Suns trail by 14. Here's Bender. And Onuaku pulls it down.
More times than not, that shot is going down. Definitely surprised he bricked it.
Takes the 13-footer. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. And Dudley kicks to Knight. Over in the corner, Bender. No good on the triple. Rockets leading by 16. Pass to Onuaku. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bucket is good. Brewers got 9.
That's picture-perfect timing on that play on the part of both the passer and the cutter.
Chandler is screen. Knight passes to Barbosa. From deep three-point range. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Rockets on top. They lead by 18. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Houston came ready to play. Competing with a chip on their shoulders, they started things off with an 11-3 run. By the end of the first quarter, they ended up with a 9-point margin. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
Shaq, what you think about Phoenix?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4.
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Houston leading by 18. They've got Brewer, Gordon out there with McDaniels. Then there's Harrell, and it's Onuaku in at the 4-man position. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
You know, you'd be hard-pressed to find an area that's been a weak spot for them. Across the board, this has been a dynamic performance.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Houston making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Harrell. Patrick Beverly comes in for Gordon. And it's Ennis in for KJ McDaniels. And so he hits both. Here's Ennis. Now Beverly. He dishes it to Brewer. Feeds it to Ennis. To the wing right side. Nene kicks to Ennis. Stolen by Len. Over in the corner, Warren. Here's Chris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Len. It's deflected.
Twice on the pipes. Nene sends it back.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Warren's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's stolen by Ennis. Brewer wishes to Nene. And it's good for 2. Nene's got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Bledsoe passes to Warren. There's Chris. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Len, a screen. Clock at 4. Back to Bledsoe. Takes the 3. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 coming out of halftime. Not the way you want to start.
Here's Beverly. And the 3 off target. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Bledsoe outside. And there's the pass to Chris. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Onuaku, the pass to Beverly. It's deflected. Stolen by Len. And here comes the break. Here's Booker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Just a case of doing too much. He has to look to get his teammates involved, and his shot's just not there right now.
Looking to end the drought, and he hits the jump shot. 15 points in the game.
Very rare for a guy to enter the league with such a polished mid-range shot. Booker, so impressive.
Ennis kicks to Brewer. Down low, it's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Booker. Averaging about 16 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And Beverly kicks to Ennis. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And as this chart shows, things just aren't falling for him like they usually do. He isn't ice cold, but nothing is falling his way, and he's becoming an inefficient source of points for his team.
Suns trail by 20. And the Suns call time here.
Yeah, I think Coach calls this timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Gordon's checked in for Houston. Gordon against Bledsoe. Booker outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. With the shot. Doesn't go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, I think when your bench puts up that kind of productivity, it makes your offense so much more difficult to defend. It's a key element in their last win.
Booker outside. Dishes to Warren. Down low. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
The Suns making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Houston leading by 19. Nene dishes to Gordon. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Rockets #1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
That one is off. What do you think is the most difficult thing about being a rookie that they have to face, Doris, in the transition from the college game to the pro game?
Now, I'm interested in your response as well. I mean, the first two things that come to mind for me are physicality and length of season. Do you think that those are probably the two toughest adjustments?
Absolutely, but I also think that intangible is that being a what's it mean to be a professional? Because don't you think it covers the way you handle your off time, the way you practice, interact with the press? I mean, it's so multidimensional. Learning to be a pro just does not happen overnight.
Is there any better compliment in any field than to have someone say, that's a pro right there?
The best. Agreed. The best. Stolen by Bledsoe. Pushing it up. No good from Booker.
Surprised he didn't finish that, guys. Boy, that's one he completes all the time.
Back to Brewer. Puts it up from 15, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Suns trail by 20. Bledsoe outside. Here's Warren. And the shot goes in. And here's Gordon. He's got 5. Inside. Stolen by Warren. Now here's Bledsoe. A floater. Knocked loose.
Ooh, his shot is way off. Someone else is going to have to step up scoring-wise if they're going to be competitive.
McDaniels passes to Harrell. And Phoenix pushing it up now. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. And the shot no good, a bit short. Rockets leading by 18. Gordon kicks to Harrell. On the wing, Brewer. He wants to get it to Nene and does. And slam dunk by Nene.
Listen, this guy's got a center's reach, but he moves like a power forward, and he's fearsome at the rim. Nene, go ahead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Warren dishes to Len. Inside, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Eric Gordon. The Suns have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The first free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Phoenix. Knight comes in for Booker. Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And here's Anderson from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Knight wide open. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, that's just another way Bledsoe can hurt you, right? Tenacious on the boards when he's really into it.
Bender, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Suns have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Chandler is screen. Bender the pass to Bledsoe. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Jared Dudley's checked in for T.J. Warren. Kicks it to Anderson. Houston moving it around. To the paint, Chandler with the steal. To the inside. And there's Bender. That's good on the assist by Knight. Knight's got 3 assists now in this one. Houston leading by 13. Right wing. Beverly dishes to Harden. And Beverly kicks to Harden. There's the feed to Ariza. Puts up a 3. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-5 run here.
Well, I think for such a long time, people were trying to figure out if Brandon Knight was a point guard or a 2-guard. Everyone had opinions about it, and the consensus seemed to change from year to year. But it seems as if he is a true tweener, and he can slot in at either position.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling.
Over in the corner, Dudley. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Dudley's got his second basket of the night. And Doris with Knight, he can fill in either guard spot, but no matter his play style, he remains the same.
Well, I think as a coach, it's something you have to game plan around, but it also opens up a lot for you in terms of flexibility. Listen, Knight has heard all the talk about what position he should play for a while now, and it doesn't bother him. He just goes out and does his job and makes plays for his basketball team.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Takes the 13-footer. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And it's Ariza in the corner. Harden outside. Back to Ariza. He kicks to Harden. There's the dish to Capella. Basket counts. Capella's got 15.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And you know he's not going to back down anytime soon. It doesn't matter if they're trailing or holding a lead like they are right now. He's going to keep pouring it on.
Bledsoe kicks to Bender. Over in the corner, Dudley. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Down low, stolen by Bender. And Bledsoe, here we go. Knight passes to Bender. It's stolen by Capella. Bledsoe against Harden. Passes it to Anderson. It's Ariza on the wing. Inside, here's Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 17.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Bledsoe dishes to Knight. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
I think you can overlook Brandon Knight at the 2-guard spot because we've got so many great players there. And I know he's not an efficient deep-range shooter, but that's because it's late clock situation. This guy can really light it up.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And with Knight in his shooting, Doris, he isn't an inefficient shooter, but he isn't lights out either.
Well, I think the big thing for me, Kevin, with Knight's shooting is that he is one of the few players in the league that can create a 3-point shot for themselves. The speed, the elusiveness to free up space. And boy, when he is on, he is a sight to see just because he starts opening things up for himself and the points start rolling.
Ariza kicks to Gordon. Back to Ariza. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. .121 left in the 3rd. Chandler with the steal.
I mean, still holding the lead, but they've hurt themselves somewhat here with turnovers.
Over to the wing. Bledsoe outside. He feeds it to Bender. 5 to shoot. Knight for 3. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Capella, and it's Ariza in the corner. Anderson dishes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. There's 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Over in the corner, Bender. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Almost seemed like he was overthinking that shot. Such a wide open look.
Here's Ariza. The offensive rebound. Capella kicks to Beverly. A 3-ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. Beverly's got 5 points so far. Suns trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bledsoe with it. Shoots it. No good. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 18. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Knight. Setting the floor for the Suns. Knight and Booker pairing up at the 1 and the 2. Alex Len out there with Chris. And it's Warren in at the small forward position. Harrell the pass to Gordon. Nene kicks to Brewer. And some nice passing there by Houston. Out to the right wing. McDaniels dishes to Nene. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Shot clock at 3. Unloads from 13. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Who knows what happened there, but I'm sure the defense is aware they dodged a bullet.
Right side, Knight. Booker outside. Here's Len. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, the defense did not make it easy for him, even though it was a solid attempt.
Harrell kicks to Gordon. McDaniels passes to Nene. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Nene. Len with the block. Knight on the wing. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Booker in the corner. Len controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Brewer kicks to Harrell. Back to Brewer. Harrell dishes to Brewer. Pass to Gordon. From beyond the arc, buries the long-range jumper. And the Rockets lead by 19. Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Knight passes to Booker. Feeds it to Knight. Now the pass to Chris. Len kicks to Warren. Dishes to Len. The Suns need to get a shot off. A nice shot by Knight.
So good on the catch and shoot. You don't want to let Knight get dialed in from behind the arc.
Gordon kicks to Brewer to the left wing. Here's McDaniels. Booker pulls it in.
Boy, in the latter stages, his shot is off. At least they're still winning.
Again, the miss by Booker.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Kicks to McDaniels from downtown, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Len with a screen on Gordon. The feed now to Warren. Booker in the corner. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Gordon dishes to Brewer to the right side. McDaniels kicks to Nene. Stolen by Len. And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker. Rockets leading by 17. The dish to McDaniels. Now Harrell. He kicks it to Nene. In the corner, Harrell with it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Six to shoot. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, did an excellent job to hit the moving target with the lead pass. That was simply perfectly placed.
Knight. No good from the low block.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That's your home. That's the area you simply have to protect.
At the line for your Rockets,
the free throw drops from McDaniel. And we've seen the role of instant replay grow in the NBA. And Doris, I mean, it's a great use. We've seen just a massive improvement, I think, in the accuracy of calls. Just how big an impact has this had, in your opinion, in end-of-game situations?
Well, I think the most important part of this is when you put replay into effect, it has got to be done in an efficient manner. And one thing we have seen with the central role that Secaucus, the NBA's replay center, has had is there's direct communication between the officials on the court and the personnel in the replay center. And because of that, it's a system that was solid in its debut, will get better and more refined, and I think it's been perfect because at the end of the day, the players and the coaches and every part of their organization wants the call to be made correctly, and I think by and large you've seen that.
Len, a screen. At the elbow, it's Warren. He dishes it to Booker. He tries for three. Brewer grabs the board. Brewer's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels passes to Brewer. He feeds it to McDaniels. Good D by Booker. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Warren. Covered by Brewer. Knight on the wing. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Off target from outside. The Suns shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Well, the league is always looking, Doris, into every possible angle to make precise calls, to give it more precision, more efficiency, more validity. What do you think about some automated assistance for officials?
You know, I'm not sure about this one. What I would say is when we go to the replay center, if it's sort of a small call out of bounds at the end of game, whatever the case may be, I would like to see those officials back in the replay center make that call, communicate it, and let's move on. I think the pace of play would be helped.
They've almost perfected, though, the time it takes to put it up in front of the officials at the game and the view from the center in Secaucus.
They've done a really good job, and again, a case in point where the NBA is proactive trying to improve the game.
Yeah, it's the best of all professional leagues, I think.
No question.
Here's Nene, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
But gets to the line so often. Nene is always seeking contact.
And that one misses. Houston with a big group substitution here. Anderson, he's checked in for Harrell. Reza comes in for Brewer. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for McDaniels. And James Harden subbed in for Eric Gordon. And the Suns here with a different look. Bender, he's checked in for Chris. P.J. Tucker comes in for T.J. Warren. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Booker. And Eula subbed in for Knight. Barbosa's shot is off.
You know, in most situations, coach is okay with him taking that shot, even if it doesn't go in.
It's Ariza on the wing. Here's Harden. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, the competition committee, Doris, is always looking at new ideas, looking at the NBA from so many different angles, so many different levels. Do you have a take on switching to the top 16 seeding in the playoffs, for instance? I know that's been a topic of late.
You know, one of my favorite things about the NBA is they are always on the cutting edge of self-evaluation. And if they identify a weakness, then they're going to be proactive and make a change. The most fair way to seed in the playoffs is to pick the 8 best teams from the 2 respective conferences. Divisions clearly perhaps had a place in the past. They no longer do. Let's seed everybody 1 to 8. It's the fairest, easiest way to get the best teams competing in the fairest fashion. So I 100% agree to seeding 1 through 8 regardless of division.
Bledsoe, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Just a terrific delivery into the low post. Love to get those buckets nice and close, high percentage shots.
And it's Ariza in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Suns shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. That's good from Booker on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Here is Harden. Passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Ariza. And some nice passing there by Houston. And here's Anderson for 3. Harden against Bledsoe. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Phoenix on defense. Anderson dishes to Harden. Now here's Anderson. Tight defense on him. 5 on the clock. Harden kicks to Beverly. Beyond the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Len's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Booker from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Booker's got 23 points.
Sound mechanics, soft touch. Booker will be deadly from beyond the arc for a long, long time.
Here's Harden. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Harden against Bledsoe. Here's Booker, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you want a young player who can just explode for points on any given night, and that guy is Devin Booker. He does it in just about every way you want from a wing. He can hit from deep, he can pull up jumper, or he can go right at the rim and finish.
Both free throws good from Booker. And as a rookie, Booker had a few games where he showed just how great he can be, Doris. Scored 30 or more points 6 times his first year.
And you know, Kevin, very few players reach that number in their first year. That's elite company. But Booker's big strength will be his shooting. Incredible range. Even in his first year, you think about pulling up and draining it from 5 feet behind the line.
Timeout called, the Suns.
Start it.
Analytics certainly have jumped up in their usage around the NBA. Doris, how do you feel it's been used? Is it here to say? Where's it going?
You know, it's been such a fascinating discussion amongst players and coaches. Coaches, by and large, will tell you, yes, we like analytics, but I have to coach by feel. And I don't think you can overvalue or undervalue either one. You're never going to take a step back, Kevin. The metrics of it are too important in terms of how we're able to track the movements of players. They haven't worked hard enough today. We can go hard again tomorrow. I think it's all important, but I think the best organizations are the ones who look at things in its totality.
It's taught me about the game. I mean, and the things that maybe I've never thought about
like
as a
what?
fan. You know, like, the success of jump shots between 10 and 16 feet. How many times the guy goes to his right as opposed to his left. What his favorite block is to set up in. How much he's been used in practice during the week. Where they're going to go defensively, where the weak spots are. Just different things to consider, which gives you a taste of what coaches and organizations go through during a game, during preparation, and getting ready for their opponent.
Yeah.
There's so much to consider, and you can be overloaded by analytics too.
You were sitting there describing that, and I thought these are all excellent points. At what point does it become overload? At what point are you able to filter out the necessary things? I imagine that's an art.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. There's the pick. Bledsoe for 3, but they get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
And as a point guard, you ran a lot of pick and rolls. Its screen roll play is the very basis of offensive basketball. Just how much nuance do you think is involved? And I know, but I want to hear you, a successful pick and roll and pick and pop game.
Okay, so this just to give you some context on how involved the pick and roll is. Jeff Van Gundy has 300 pages of how on both sides of the ball you effectively run the pick and roll.
Got to be kidding.
300 pages in his coaching book on how to deal with the pick and roll.
And how about pick and roll defense?
Oh, I mean,
about the same equal number of pages,
and
right?
I'll tell you this, this is why the Chris Pauls of the world are so highly valued, because it doesn't matter what scheme you throw at Chris. He comes off that pick and his eyes are up and he's surveying, and in the most split-second fashion, running through a series of reads and making the right decision every time.
So here's the most basic play in basketball, yet if you go a layer deeper, it's maybe the most complex play in basketball. How to play it, how to defend it.
I'll tell you, they say the best things in life are the simple things in life. Pick and roll is the NBA at its absolute definition.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
And that's the thing. When you fought all game, expended all your energy, you want to do everything you can to come away with the W.
So we see Houston taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. Great crowd tonight, but what made the difference down the stretch?
We just trying to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. The crowd was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, we got a good victory at home.
Big win, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look.
This kid has some swagger tonight. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays. You know what? I think we saw him play at the level he could always play at. Now it's up to him.
He just put on a clinic. That's the kind that makes you want to just take notes. Like grab your pad, make notes, because you're never going to see something like this again possibly. Combining an elite skill set with an attack first mindset. Wow, incredible.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Yes.
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.